you're the MC, go ahead with your task. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So first of all, I would like to say good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, I will introduce myself. My name is Jacqueline Untungan. I will be the MC for this event, as stated by the Chief of Committee, Ma'am Andriani. And I would like to welcome, firstly, as our Dean will be standing in for, as the person who will be standing in for our Dean is Ma'am Yulja, who is our Wede Satu. Firstly, I would like to welcome not only her, but also our speaker for today, Dr. Jenny Pakasi, DP TESOL MA, the Chief of Committee, of course, Ma'am Andriani Marentek, and the Secretary of Committee, Sir Donald Lutulung. I would also like to welcome all participants, which include lecturers and students who are in attendance within this meeting, and as well as the live streaming we have on YouTube and in person. Now, before beginning this webinar, give me permission, I will be leading the prayer to commence this public lecture. So please allow me to pray according to my Christian faith. So let us go into prayer. Okay. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful day. For now, we are going to do the webinar for our speaker today, Ma'am Jenny Pakasi. We pray for your guidance and your blessings so that everything can go smoothly and well. Please protect and bless all of the people within this meeting, and that we will go with the process as smoothly as we can throughout the whole lecture. In the mighty name of Jesus, we pray and give thanks. Amen. Now, we will be hearing the public lecture from Dr. Jenny Pakasi, and for that purpose, I will hand it over to Devina Rantong, who will be the moderator. Devina, the time is yours.
Jacqueline, there has to be not yet, darling. There has to be a report from the chief of the committee, and then after that, there has to be a. Why don't you stick to the schedule, please?
Oh, sorry, my notes are arranged wrong. Very sorry, ma'am. So firstly, I will be calling the Chief of Committee, Ma'am Andriani Marentek, SSMA, PhD. Very sorry.
Okay, thank you very much, Jacqueline. So after you have led with the prayer, so it's my duty to report to, in this case, to the faculty, yeah, to our superior, in this case, Wede Satu, yeah, the Vice Dean of the Academic Affairs. And salam sejahtera bagi kita semua, Shalom, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable Dean of the Faculty of Humanities, Ibu Maya Pinkan Waro, SSM, MED, PhD, who is now represented by the Vice Dean of Academic Affairs, Dr. Yulja Anneke Ratu, MMKTG, and Honorable Presenter of today's public lecture, Ibu Dr. Jenny Hilda Pakasi, di TESOL MA, respected lecturers and students of Faculty of Humanities, as well as other participants, yeah, outside of our faculty, if they're also here. Let me start with saying praise God that this public lecture with the following theme, Modern Educational Ethics in Language Teaching, can finally be conducted today, even though with a very tight schedule, but with a solid committee teamwork. We've been willing to contribute to this occasion, and of course with the help of the faculties as well as English department's leaders, this public lecture today can take place. And in terms of the participants, I would like to report that there are more than, actually almost 300 participants who have registered for this lecture. And as I'm speaking today, as I'm speaking now, there are like 199, and it is actually growing in numbers. Yeah, it's 203 now. Yeah, so the number is increasing. Yeah, and yeah, so more and more participants are joining the Zoom meeting now, and I'm sure there will be more participants coming later. And most of them are students, but also lecturers and other participants outside of our faculty, if I'm not mistaken, even though there are just a few. And this is to be expected in terms of the numbers of the participants, yeah, since The theme that we are doing now deals with educational ethics, yeah, which is something that everybody in the educational sector needs to know. And of course, because of today's speaker, whom we already know, her prolific performances as a language practitioner, yeah, from Masyarakat Linguistik Indonesia or Indonesian Linguistic Society, who is our dear Ibu Dr. Jenny Hilda Pakasidit, TESOL MA. So yes, we are lucky to have Dr. Jenny Pakasi as our speaker today. She is a dear friend of ours and who was an English lecturer at our English department for like 30 more years, but who doesn't stop to share her insights and knowledge on language teaching even after her retirement. And I'm sure we all will gain something new and beneficial from her lecture on educational ethics today. Honorable Dean, the speaker, and all participants, this public lecture, as we all might know, is the implementation of the Merdeka Belajar dan Kampus Merdeka, or Freedom for Learning and Kampus Merdeka. It is to give an opportunity, particularly for our students, to learn new knowledge and insights from language practitioners outside of our faculty so that they can improve their understanding and gain novel ideas behind the classroom setting. It is also to support the university's ECU 6 or main performance indicator 6, in which a study program, in this case our English department, has collaborative activities with practitioners outside of our faculty. And I'm sure our public lecture today and all the public lectures and activities to come later will help improve and alleviate the main performance indicator 6 or ECU 6, and in turn will help enhance our students and university's reputation beyond excellent, and not only nationally, but also internationally. And this is actually our hope. So that's all that I can report as the chief of the committee of today's public lecture. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom and God bless. Over to you, Jacqueline.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, after the chief of committee has reported the reports for this lecture, now we will like to invite the representative of the dean, which is Ms. Maya. The representative is Dr. Yulce J.A. Ratu, SSMMKTG. The time is yours, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Jacqueline. Okay, on behalf of the Dean of Faculty of Humanities, Maya, let me see the volume. Yeah. Okay, and I will open this general lecture today. But before that, I say thanks. Yeah, we praise God because we can conduct this general lecture, and then thank you also to the committee, especially for the coordinator Andriani Marente PhD, who has already coordinated this general lecture, so we can do and we can join this general lecture. Okay, and I see I will open soon. And the topic is about modern educational ethics in language teaching, especially about enhancing educational ethics for teachers and students in post-digital society. So, and thank you also for the speaker, Dr. Jenny Pakasi, Diploma TESOL MA, has already spent or prepared her time to spend her time to prepare this material, the material for the general lecture, and I'm sure that you can get the benefit of this general lecture. Okay, yeah, so once again, on behalf of the Dean of Faculty of Humanities, I open the general lecture. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, and I back to MC. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Now, as I have mistakenly said earlier, now we will be hearing a public lecture by Dr. Jenny Pakasi. And for that purpose, I will be handing it over to Devina Rantong, who will be our moderator this afternoon. So Devina, the time is yours.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Can my voice be heard clearly? Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
All right. So, good day, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's public lecture on educational ethics with the theme of modern educational ethics in language teaching. My name is Devina Rantong, and I will serve as your moderator for today's lecture. And before we come to the lecture, I would like to introduce and share the profile of our speaker for today. So allow me to share the screen. All right, so to introduce our speaker for today is Dr. Jenny Hilda Pakasi, Deep TESOL MA. She teaches undergraduate English language program in Samratulangi University in North Sulawesi, Indonesia. She holds a doctorate degree in linguistics in Samratulangi University, Magister in Arts in Applied Language Studies in Carleton University, Canada, a TESOL, or Teaching English as a Second Language Diploma in Victoria University, New Zealand. She's also the head of English Language Center Samratulangi University from 1988 till 1997, and second time in 2001 till 2012. She wrote and published books. First is the Environmental Studies Green Lesson for the English Classroom, published by Gramedia Indonesia. Second, Dendang Anak Manado di Masa Natal by Etolinguistik Minahasa by Canisius. Third, Student Expectations on the Integrated English Courses, published by Lintang Rasiaksara. Fourth, Social Criticism, Eroticism, Ethics, and Moral Situation in Manado Malay Pantun by Lintang Rasiaksara. Fifth, Portfolio Assessment for an Undergraduate Intermediate Level Writing Class, Edusentris, Journal Ilmu Linguistik UPI Bandung, Volume 5, Number 2, in July 2018. She also presented several papers listed below. First, Nama Marga Etnis Sangihe Representasi Budaya, Kolita Konferensi Linguistik, tahun 17, tingkat internasional, Atmajaya University, Jakarta. Second, Fonotaktik dan Pembentukan Suku Kata Bahasa Sangir, Kimli at Manokwari, 2018. Third, Reading Portfolios and ESP, or Moving Forward Autonomy and Lifelong Learning, Asia TEFL International Conference, Bali, 2008. Next, Portfolio Assessment for an Undergraduate Intermediate Level Writing Class, Asia TEFL and PELTA, International Conference and Vostok in Russia, 2016. Fifth, Pantun sebagai Cermin Budaya Orang Manado, sponsored by Asosiasi Tradisi Lisan, International Conference on Local Wisdom for Sustainable Development in 2017, Universitas Sumatera Utara. And lastly, the sixth, Ungkapan Idiom dalam Malay Manado, Lokakarya Inventarisasi Kosakata Melayu Manado, Balai Bahasa Provinsi Sulawesi Utara, Hotel Mercury Manado in 2021. So that was a brief introduction to our speaker for the day. Now, before we head into the lecture, I was asked to say the additional information for all of the participants to please stay muted until the question and answer session. As for the question and answer, it is allowed for all participants to ask by writing their questions in the chat box while the lecture is still in progress, and to ask direct questions after the lecture. So please stay muted until then. Now, without further ado, I would like to welcome Dr. Jenny Pakasi to present her presentation. To Dr. Pakasi, the screen is yours.
Okay, so I would like to thank you very much for this wonderful opportunities. Yeah, after almost 2 years retiring from being a lecturer, I should thanks for this opportunity. So I could, okay. to present a paper, lecturer on enhancing educational ethics for teachers and students in post-digital societies. Next section, introduction. From the research study on digital skills, world citizens under the age of 18 were born and raised with the information technologies that facilitates their life. Therefore, their lives are in line with the use of information technology, such as studying communication and the exchange goods and services. So here, I would say that most of the students now, they are considered you live in digital areas. While me, I think my nephew said, I am Oma Purbakala, yeah, because I have lived with so many generations. Yeah, in my time, we don't have any photocopy that at that time, even no photocopy. Yeah, no photocopy at all. So all the subject is written on the board. Yeah, so there's no books. In my time, we don't have any library which has with good sources. Yeah. But in your generation, you are really lucky, yeah. So my generation is very, very poor, yeah. Okay. Second, if you see that nowadays the world is transforming into a post-digital society. As a result, people gain the freedom to communicate, share value, knowledge in society, even without border. Yeah, people can communicate freely because a public in digital society, information are open. Everybody can read, everybody can comment. They can comment whatever they want. That's why there's a need ethics. Yeah. So as a consequence of freedom of communication, people can readily access information and easy. Yeah, you can access information easily. I remember when I had my PhD, doctor degree, I went to Jakarta, I went to Bandung to see the library. I went to UI, I went to Atmajaya, I went to UPI. I end up using their digital library. So they have big libraries, but inside is empty. So I got nothing. So I finally approached the head of the library, and they have special online library paid by university. So they got so many sources through digital library. Okay, so the future world has become social interaction space, yeah, while being integrated to exchange life quality of citizen in many school organizations such as online language teaching, health management, and poverty alleviation. So in this case, future world, yeah, you need some digital literacy. Yeah, it's not only you learn the knowledge, but you also, in this case, there's a social interaction. There must be a social interaction. Yeah, in the digital society. We will learn more. Okay, next. Okay, so advanced technology is degrading human value. Yeah, with advanced technology, the human value is beginning to decrease. Yeah, and decreasing people awareness of social participation, resulting in the concept of post-digital society that aim to present an alternative perspective between human and technology. It means, yeah, the increase or the technology development, yeah, consequently there's a decrease of social participation. Yeah, I'll give you an example. Yes, I watch a film. Yeah, a rich family. I have one son. So then they give all the uh, game, digital game, library, and everything is in digital. Consequently, the son has no social interaction at all. Yeah. So consequently, the son asks a company. So the father pay expensive person to accompany him, but the son make the helper. It's like robot. Yeah, dia lempar sana, lempar sini. Because what is this only communicate with the future, with the games. No, there's no human contact. Yeah, nowadays we have what we call penyakit teknologi, especially for the young people. Yeah, because of too much time in digital, and they don't have time to have social life. Yeah. Okay. From the current circumstances, numerous online users still lack responsibility in ending social media, which can cause widespread impact. Therefore, the various media information technologies are widely adopted through communication device. So the information that we use, such as TV, phone, tablet, computer, games, and so on and so on. Next. Okay. Next. Next. Now we go to what is ethics. What is ethics? Yeah, this is our topic. Yeah, ethics is derived from the term ethos. Ethos means custom or character relating to value or features. So what is ethics? Ethics is the study of what is right and what is wrong, what is good, what is evil, what is justice, what is injustice. That's what the ethics. So according to Neferida and Anju, yeah, ethics is defined as the practice and the form of predicted by social convention, by the authority
Devina, there seems to be a problem with probably the internet connection of the speaker, Ma'am Jenny. Ya, Ci Jenny.
Pardon the interruption, everybody. There seems to be some technical difficulties with our speaker today. We will best appreciate for your patience. Thank you.
So there's been a technical issue on Ma'am Jenny's part. So please be patient, everyone. Ma'am Jenny is joining us in a moment. So this is actually one of the disadvantages of an online activity like this when the internet connection is okay. Jenny is actually on board and I'm trying to locate her. Wait a minute. Okay, Jenny, are you here?
Sudah.
Okay.
Yani, ya, Yani,
Ya.
oke.
Ya,
Bisa?
bisa Ci, tapi tidak kelihatan mukanya ini Ci.
Biar Jo, ini kita ada coba. Jadi, oke, sekarang sudah di what is ethics ya. Jadi, ethics is a practice and form predicted by social convention and so on. Okay, let's next section. Okay. Okay, so in ancient India, yeah, value and ethics were having a very important place. Yeah.
Pardon, ma'am. I'm Jenny. Your mic is muted.
Yeah, Ma'am Jenny, your mic is muted.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear
Okay.
you loud and clear. Yes.
Jadi in ancient India, teachers itu it's look like a god, ya, represented like God. Jadi mungkin pada zaman saya itu, waktu saya kuliah, terima di kedokteran itu, dosen itu dianggap sebagai Allah. Mereka takut sekali, ya. Dosen itu sangat ditakuti, sangat dihormati. So karena dianggap dosen itu, teacher is a storehouse of wisdom and have a very high place and was adorable. Yeah, it's in ancient time. In my times when I start university, I can still feel, yeah, how they respect teacher very, very much. Okay, then therefore, so in the next section, our action and our experiences in everyday life are subject to ethics. Yeah, as students, our experience, our activities is all referred to ethics. Next slide. Next slide. So this lecture focusing on in education using technology reveal some ethical problem. Yeah, so most problem that we face in university is plagiarism, yeah, and cheating. Just especially in the digital society, I experienced last time my student, ya, saya sebagai dosen akademis, ya, the student cheat my signature Shouldn't cheat my signature. That's all. Shouldn't cheat my. Okay, shouldn't cheat my signature. Ya, di mahasiswa akademik pembimbing media curi tanda tangan saya. Ya, so they just only cut and paste. It's one of the cheating. Yeah, there are a lot of cheating in the digital life. Yeah, they cheat sometimes. I remember I talked with a student. They said sometimes they even in writing the paper, because it's a must that you have several sources. Ya, jadi kalau menulis skripsi harus ada berapa sumber. Malah mereka ngarang itu topik dan penulis. Oh, you can see how professional cheating happen in a university. Yeah, so many cheating and plagiarism. I remember when I studied in Canada, my professor said like this: "Wow, your grammar is very excellent, but I wonder it is quoted from somebody else." Ya, saya malu sekali. Dia tiba-tiba dia tahu ini orang dari Indonesia, biasanya banyak salah. Tiba-tiba DP grammar so bagus sekali, ya. Because I cheat somebody's ideas and I don't mention the sources. So this is what we call unethics, yeah, the right and the wrong. Okay, so in order to understand the importance of ethics, in my lecture, I would suggest that ethics course should be taught in a university. Ethics is the most important and functioning as a branch of philosophy. In general, ethics is a moral philosophy. And then the study, yeah, in digital ethics, because you are living in the digital society, then you need it is important for you also to know what's the ethics. And through ethics, it will provide some practice for effective use of the online teaching, of digital work of the global citizen. Yeah. The next caption. Okay, so there are two. The digital literacy. According to Broden, suggested that digital literacy is a broad and concept associating with various related knowledge, yeah, the competence and the skill of computer, including information and technology.
Pardon, ma'am. However, your mic is muted. Excuse me, ma'am. Pardon, your mic is still muted.
Ma'am Jenny, you need to unmute yourself. We cannot hear your voice. Ma'am Jenny, you need to unmute yourself. Jenny. Jenny, please unmute yourself. We cannot hear your voice, Ma'am Jenny.
Sorry. So, so you don't not only know the knowledge of how to use the digital literacy, understand the information how to use the computer and so on, but you also have to have social skill. Yeah, that's a collection of knowledge, understanding, and you should have a good attitude. Next caption. Okay, so here is the concept of digital literacy. Ya, konsep ya. Konsepnya adalah the knowledge concept. Jadi Anda harus punya tentang the critical thinking in evaluating obtain information. Jadi jangan asal saja dapat informasi, ya. You have to think critically. Karena ini apakah itu informasi betul atau tidak, ya. So this is it is an open public, ya. Digital is an open, everybody can read, everybody can comment, ya. They can comment easily, and nobody is there will point it that you are right or you're wrong. Then that's why you need critical thinking. And then reading and understanding the continually exchanging nature of information. Yeah. So you have to keep reading. Yeah. Then because the information keep changing. Yeah. Nowadays, when you write paper, kalau Anda menulis sekarang untuk S2, S3, S1, Anda harus mencari informasi yang terkini. Ya. Because there are so many changing. Okay, then a thoughtful examination for information prior to dissemination. So if you have the information, you have to read critically, and you have screen out, it is true or not. It is worth sharing with other people. Yeah, because there's nobody will they will criticize you directly because it's open public. And you have the skill concept. Skill concept means ability to examine the accurate information from various reliable source, ya. Jadi harus ada skill bagaimana Anda melihat apakah ini information accurate. Oleh sebab itu sekarang kalau Anda mencari PDF itu banyak PDF yang abal-abal. Sekarang ada PDF yang lebih mahal tapi harus bayar. Ya, banyak sekali mau cari informasi banyak sekali. But you have to be careful. Not all information are reliable. Okay, then you have to recognize the significance and line and interaction with other people, yeah, and screening and managing this information. So, significant line and interaction with other people. So that's also ethic. How do you interact with other people? Tentunya you have to speak nicely, politely. If you criticize, there's so many ways to criticize. Don't say, no, you are wrong. Yeah, in academics, there's no word as telling kamu salah. Yeah, you can say you maybe have different opinion. Ya, itu lebih polite, bukanlah salah. There's no right and wrong. Yeah, I might even it's wrong, but I have the reason why it's good, yeah. So there's a polite way saying, I think we have different opinion. In my opinion, baru Anda bilang mana menurut saya. Menurut saya yang benar yang ini menurut saya. Jadi belum tentu saya yang bilang bahwa saya itu benar. So according to me. So don't blame me. Okay. Okay, so next section. Next caption. Okay, so you are digital student and teachers and citizens. What are the requirements? You have to know what is digital knowledge. Yeah, digital knowledge is essential knowledge in digital context aiming to increase knowledge. Yeah, concerning appropriate, effective technology, selecting, presenting information with judgment and up to date. Yeah. Memang enak sekali kalau Anda mengetahui digital. Saya ingat waktu di Kanada, saya beli satu disket namanya, apa namanya, saya lupa namanya. Itu sama dengan ensiklopedia. Itu Anda kalau Anda menulis, itu satu, saya akan ingat sebentar. Jadi kalau Anda akan menulis, taruh itu disket itu, kalau Anda tulis, saya akan menulis topik ini. Nanti dia akan search kira-kira topik-topik ada apa yang ada hubungan dengan Anda punya paper. Tetapi pada waktu Anda taruh CD-nya, semua new information namanya Encarta. Semua information itu masuk di dalam Encarta itu. Jadi enak sekali Anda menulis. Anda cuma tulis, mencari mana the related literature. Wow, it's very easy. Yeah, nowadays if you know the digital, you can write. You don't need to go to the library. There's online library, 1,000. As long as you know English, wow, the world is open for you. Yeah. Okay, next. Besides digital, tadi masih ada kan? Okay, no problem. So digital literacy, it consists of you have e-norms in new normal society. That's what we call ethic, and e-safe creative of the digital society, e-participation in digital space, and digital skill. Okay, next section. Okay, so this digital ethics, destructive social ethics. So ethics used to as a polite and appropriate behavior or a empirical verb of the situation. It's a relation between people and acceptable practice in society. Yeah, your ethics, it is formed by certain society, ya, disetujui oleh society. Maksudnya untuk polisi sudah disetujui bahwa etiknya harus bagaimana. Untuk dokter tentu ada ethics, itu harus disetujui bersama, ya. So it is very specific, ya, very specific. Belum tentu yang di sini bilang ethics good, tapi di lain bilang ethics ini boleh. Kalau ini di sana bilang boleh, belum tentu di sini boleh. Jadi ethics is very special, rules formed by special professional. Yeah. Okay. Unlike culture, ethics is behavioral pattern validated by society and passes along a social norm to next generation. Jadi dibentuk oleh, validisasi oleh satu community dan dia passes from one generation to other generation, yeah. So it's society decide this is right and this is wrong, yeah. This is right, this is wrong in our society. It's like culture, ya. Kalau di sana Pajalang kita pe guru mengajar hari Jumatnya pakai BH, itu kalau orang itu sudah the end of the world, ya. Kalau di New Zealand, teman-teman saya dari Indonesia bingung karena semua weekend. Kenapa dia datang di backpack mengajar terakhir cuma ada pakai kaos without bra, ya? So for them it's okay, but for us as a teacher, wow, itu dunia itu sudah gelap, ya. So okay, next. Okay, so this has long been a social norm for communication with others to respect their privacy. And a good time to communicate, such as sending messages, making phone call when necessary. Ya, jadi walaupun Anda hidup di digital society, juga ada etik, ya. Jangan sembarangan. Saya kadang-kadang hari Sabtu masih ada mahasiswa bilang, Enci, mau bikin bagaimana? Aduh, Enci lagi pacaran ini hari Sabtu, ya. So tahu diri dong, ini hari Sabtu. Ini orang pacaran, apalagi hari Minggu masih ada yang bertanya-tanya tentang fak, ya. For me, it's not a good ethics, ya. Nowadays, however, communication is extremely convenient. Enak, ya, orang mau tulis apa saja, ya. People can make communication at any time. Itu orang anytime, lain kali jam 3 masih ada orang in. But, ya, such a conduct, jadi walaupun Anda boleh ber-SMS, boleh berkomunikasi anytime, tetapi harus ada batasnya, ya. Mungkin antara teman boleh, jangan kali hampir siang masih ada babatanya, itu apa, ya. So that's the need for ethics, ya. Okay, guideline. Next section. Guideline for digital ethics, ya. So there are 3. One, individual level, social group, level or specific network atau public level. Yeah, so that's the what we call the guideline for digital ethics. Next caption. Oke, ini sedikit menarik ya. Jadi yang individual level itu dikatakan judgment should be made for dissemination your personal information in the public ya. Jadi Anda harus hati-hati menyebarkan informasi tentang Anda punya personal information ya. Saya lihat di Facebook masih ada orang berkelahi satu sama lain taruh di Facebook ya. It is a public, not a personal ya. When you ada berkelahi taruh di Facebook. And I think it's really an ethic ya. Okay, so maybe pose a threat to your privacy and okay. There is, di sini dikatakan, there is no real public space and there is no permanent streeting area. Ya, in digitalnya nggak ada tuh bilang ini daerah yang tidak bisa dilewati streeting area. It's really free ya. Nanti mungkin dari Facebook so bilang yang begini yang nggak boleh taruh di. Di sini dibilang information should be analyzed between right and wrong. Ya, safe or dangerous that poses a threat of society of yourself or others such as fake news ya. Kadang-kadang kalau kita melihat hoax itu banyak sekali ya, money transfer and so on and so on. So digital footprint for other online user managed with require understanding the nature of living of digital world, always trace information. Social study teachers should be aware that other people digital prints are personal and should not access them unnecessarily without permission. Ya, itu banyak terjadi di fakultas ya. Communicate and conversation should be polite. Ya, jadi komunikasi itu harus sopan. Do not communicate with offensive language. Ya, kali kalau orang so emosi, tulis juga nggak sadar ya. Nanti sesudah selesai emosi baru menyata ya, so publish already ya. Attire itu pakaian ya. Kalau Anda on public space should be appropriate, apalagi dalam kelas. Tadi saya bilang kalau di New Zealand orang datang tidak kebehan apa-apa, tapi kalau kita punya etika sendiri ya. We thought that the online is also a form of public space. Jadi jangan seenaknya pakai baju. Mahasiswa kalau di kedokteran tidak boleh pakai slop ya. Dan tahu kalau mahasiswa masih pakai slop. Di ekonomi mau masuk di ruangan tidak boleh ada pakai slop Jepang. Saya lihat mahasiswa masih karena tahu di sastra bagaimana sekarang. Okay, next. That's individual level. Now social group level or specific network. Okay, online harassment should be recognized and dealt with intelligently while being unnoticeable for digital communication by not creating or disseminating false or harassing information that threatening others on social media. Yeah, that's for social group. Sharing information in digital world should use polite factual information ya. Jangan cuma karang-karang, asal-asal babuhi.
I think there has been a technical issue again in terms of the internet connection on Ma'am Jenny's part. So hopefully she'll be back after this. I'm trying to reach her out by calling her directly, but can Ci Jenny, are you there? Ya, Ci Jenny. It seems that we lost her again.
Jadi, oh sudah. Nanti anak pegang ini, kalau tidak ada masalah, oke, kenapa gitu? Oke, sorry ya, I should. Tadi Ci Yani kan sudah suggest to go to the faculty. Ya, I'm a little bit keras kepala ya, sorry. Oke, next. Social group, ya, tadi social group. A guideline to apply digital ethics in a new normal society depends on the concept of the local area, including interaction relationship between group of people. Ya, jadi konteks yang kita harus ciptakan sesuai di dalam, kalau dia group teacher tentu berdasarkan konteks teacher. Mungkin the university, saya belum melihat ada, karena setiap universitas, karena walaupun kita tidak bisa ada satu ethics, tidak bisa sama sekali kalau mereka yang ada di Irian, mereka yang ada di Sumatera, walaupun dalam konteks university ada yang umum, ada yang bisa spesifik ya. Jadi kita harus membentuk satu kode etik tersendiri khusus universitas ya. Mungkin karena di sini kita banyak sekali mahasiswa itu terdiri dari macam-macam budaya juga. Okay, in addition, digital ethics should be cultivated at the level of family, ya tadi ya, ada school and social organization should be cultivated, ya. Next, and to apply digital ethics on social media in real life, ya, cooperation from all sector is required, ya. Jadi untuk digital ethics for social media, there's a minute cooperation from all sectors is required to promote digital ethics to a new citizen in a new normal society. Next session. Next. Okay, public level. Tadi ada individual, ada group, sekarang public ya. Social bullying should not be ignored and should be mutually create a creative online public ya. Banyak sekali itu social bullying sekarang ya. False information should not be disseminated or posed to a threat that will harm others or does not publish other people digital print in public area. Ya. Jangan sembarangan ya mau. In the online world, conflict options tend to be more courageous to express their opinion online in the real life, ya. Jadi di dalam in digital itu orang boleh express dan orang boleh criticize karena yang dia lihat itu orang, ya. So that's why we need an ethics, ya. Express their opinion online. Jadi di online itu orang lebih cenderung mau lebih criticize each other, ya, karena kita tidak lihat siapa dia, ya, because they do not concern about the relationship. That's why ethics is very important. Therefore, conflicting opinions must be expressed critically. Jadi kalau ada opinion yang sedikit membuat konflik, ya, harus express rationally without emotion, ya. Kalau orang cepat emosi, ya, apalagi di dalam lagi marah-marah, lagi apa, then you have to be aware, ya. Next. Conclusion. Okay, conclusion. Digital ethics is, jadi my lecture suggests that digital ethics is essential social norm that necessity to be introduced, ya, to the university or to the citizen of the normal situation, especially you student, ya. A good ethics, dengar baik-baik ini bagus, ya. A good ethics from the social study class of education is no longer following the tradition norm, ya. Jadi kalau dulu di kelas itu walaupun mahasiswa itu walaupun di jurusan-jurusan lain mereka masih respect Pak Guru. Sekarang sapangana, sedangkan dosen bahasa Inggris kalau bukan kata kelas they don't care, ya. Jadi sudah banyak perubahan, so many changing, ya. Daily ethics, people interaction, and real life proportion are shared with online life. A hybrid life of digital citizen or living in both worlds can often confuse applying digital ethic or skill between the real life and virtual life online. Therefore, essentially, pentingnya social studies. In social studies, teachers should be understood and cultivated from the family level to develop citizens to grow into quality digital citizen to further create a safe and creative society. I may conclude my lecture by quoting, yeah. It can be claimed that education is an ethical effort. Human being can be either friendly, unfriendly, or peaceful by education. Ya, kalau orang bilang, ini kelakuannya memang kelakuannya terdidik, ya, memang dasar anak pasar. Ya, orang selalu berpikir kalau di universitas orang-orang itu pasti sudah terdidik, ya. The aim of ethical education is to provide people to make decision by their free wills. You can teach norm easily. Kamu mau menerangkan norm itu gampang, but you cannot teach easily to obey this rule unless you teach the ethics. Therefore, teaching ethics has an important and necessary place in education. Students who graduated from university may be well-educated person in their profession, ya. Jadi memang keturunan memang keluarga pendidikan, ya. Tapi not enough, ya. Bukan cuma pintar, ya. Well in there, but it's not enough. Menurut Aristoteles katakan educating the mind, ya, without educating your heart is no education at all, ya. Cuma education, cuma pintar-pintar, tapi you don't have heart. Menurut Aristoteles katakan no education at all. Finally, coba last caption. Last caption. Ah, ini ada surat ya. Ini surat yang ditulis in US, a high school director, dia menulis surat to teacher, untuk gurunya every year before opening ceremony. Ya, ini baca ini ya. In this letter, he says, dia katakan, I'm one of the people who escaped a concentration camp. Ini ingat pada waktu apa namanya Israel di concentration camp ya. I have witnessed things that no human should have ever seen. Bagaimana orang membunuh 5.000 anak itu betul-betul tanpa peri kemanusiaan. Jadi dia yang witness itu situasi ini. Ini dia bilang gas chamber ya. Gas chamber built by highly trained engineer ya. Ya, yang membuat gas itu, tetapi bagaimana mereka membunuh dengan gas air mata orang-orang. Children poisoned by well-educated doctor ya. Anak-anak itu dibunuh dengan racun oleh dokter-dokter yang educated. Babies killed by experienced nurses ya. Babies killed by experienced nurses. Women and children shot and burned by people who were high school graduate and postgraduate ya. So therefore I suspect that's education. A request from the person is help your children to become more civilized human. Your effort shouldn't generate educated monster to become skilled psychopath. Reading, writing, mathematics is only important when they help your children to become more human. Thank you. Sorry, yeah, so many. Okay, that's also a question. I give this time to moderator. Any question?
All right. So, thank you very much to Dr. Jenny Pakasi for your presentation regarding the enchanting educational ethics for teachers and students in post-digital society. So to summarize some of what the materials that our speakers are saying today, within this changing modernized time in post-digital society, educational ethics are also changing, for it no longer follows the traditional form, and daily etiquette is now changing from now we live in a hybrid life, in our real life and also in our online presence as well. And enchanting our digital etiquette needs effort, as it's been said that education is also a ethical effort. Dr. Jenny explains further of the guidelines for digital etiquette, enhancing the global citizenship of social studies teachers in a new normal society, in an individual level, social group level, and a specific network, and a public level. So addressing more on how teaching ethics be different from teaching any other subjects, which adds to the importance and necessity of educational ethics. So thank you again for our speaker, Dr. Jenny Pakasi. And we will now proceed on the next discussion, the next program on the discussion and question and answer session. We encourage the participant to either raise hand or to write their questions in the chat box. So if there's anyone who likes to ask directly, you could simply just raise your hand and unmute yourself. And if you want to ask a question through the chat room, you can do that. It can also be both in either Bahasa Indonesia or in English.
Okay, I think if you want to ask question, you speak loudly, yeah, because it's raining now, yeah. Put in the chat or what else. Yeah? I cannot hear clearly.
Yeah, it would be a great idea to raise your hands first, yeah, so that the moderator will know who ask the question.
There anyone wants to ask a question? If not, and I would like to take this opportunity, Dr. Jenny Pakasi, if I would ask a question. And regarding about the digital etiquette. So my question is, do you think that the digital etiquette is already implemented well in our education field, especially in this globalization era? Thank you.
You might want to repeat your question again, Davina.
Okay. I'm sorry. So for my question, ma'am mentions in her presentation about the digital etiquette in our as a student and for teachers. So my question is regarding ma'am's doctor's opinion on the doctor think that the digital etiquette is already implemented well in our education sectors here in Indonesia, especially in this globalization era. Thank you.
Can you shorten your question?
So Mike, do you need me to type it in the repeat? All right.
Make it short.
So
Make it
like,
short.
And according to your ma'am's opinion, does ma'am think that the digital etiquette is already implemented well in our education sector in Indonesia? Is that clear, ma'am? Should I repeat myself?
Okay, so I think in my experience, digital. In my opinion, in this area of digital, there are so many advantages, especially for students. For you students, there's so many information that available through by knowing if you have the digital literacy, you can write anything, you can find any information through the digital world. There's so many advantages, but there's so many also disadvantages. As is mentioned that the freedom of expressing information, there is no limited area. There's no strict specific area that's not allow you to express your opinion. But consequently, people can easily criticize each other. People can also cheat through the digital, Like in my opinion, last time in the new normal, in the COVID time, all my students, academic students should approve by academic advisor, But then they just copy my signature and put in the letter. They make their own letter. And then put my signature. So just cut and paste. So there's no ethics. Student can use my not only me, head of English department. So many times they cheat the signature. And also the one thing, student can also take somebody papers, just change the name into their name and give it as their own name, just change the topic, change the same topic but change the name. In my experience, student even, last time student quoted the whole skripsi, ada student yang quoted skripsi yang sama sekali dengan yang lain. Nanti dapat tahu, it is known after the examination. Setelah ujian dapat tahu bahwa dia mengambil skripsi orang lain. It's cheating. Student also do a lot of cheating through the digital world. So they can quote, ya, Anda tinggal ambil. Kalau Anda punya PDF, itu ambil semua itu tanpa menulis sumbernya. Ya, many shouldn't do that. They just cut and paste student. They don't even just, if you see the student work, ya, kalau Anda melihat sekarang, lebih gampang sekali. Mereka bisa bikin satu paper, ya, cuma cut and paste, ambil dari sana, cut di sini, ambil dari sana, cut di sini. Sudah tidak perlu menulis, cut from other people. That's the negative. The good thing, you get all information, but not all information can be trusted, ya. Not information is based on the fact. Oleh sebab itu, when you write something, you should know what kind of publishers, ya. Sekarang banyak sekali orang katakan publisher abal-abal, ya. Saya punya paper sudah diterima di Jerman, tapi setelah diteliti itu adalah jurnal abal-abal. Bayangkan, itu semua e-jurnal, ya, e-jurnal yang kelihatan bagus. Banyak universitas sekarang, universitas yang cuma ada di dunia maya. Setelah dicek itu tidak ada universitasnya. So there are so many bad things happen in the digital society, in the digital world. That's why I think if you want to be a student with a good ethics, by now keep reading what is ethics, and not only reading, but you have to apply it in Anda punya when you live in this world, you are the subject of ethics, especially if you are educated, ya. Orang akan selalu melihat, ini kan betul-betul ini educated people. Educated as well as you have knowledge and you have also ethics. If you, Plato bilang, bukan cuma belajar jadi pintar, tapi belajar mengetahui etik, ya. Saya ingat bahwa saya kasih mengajar kursus bahasa Inggris bagi anak-anak, ya. Anak-anak itu pintar sekali, ya. Saya anak-anak yang orang tua kasih mengajar kasih bahasa Inggris bagus-bagus. Setelah saya suruh menulis, ya, bagaimana keadaan hidup hari-hari, dia tidak tahu karena dia hidup cuma belajar, cuma di komputer, baca komputer. Setelah kasih masalah tentang social life, he doesn't know at all. That's why my suggestion, so for the university, so Enci Yani yang Enci Maya yang mengajar etik, I think I'm very I give jempol bagi mereka karena in my time we learn no ethics class at all. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the answer. So I would like to move on to, there is another question in the chat box from Aldo Fernando. Allow me to read it. Hi, I'd like to ask a question regarding ethic for Dr. Pakasi, in context where we realize cultural influence is highly affecting how people view ethic and morality. Do you think it is likely to impose a universal standard of moral in digital etiquette where everyone from different culture meet? Is that clear, ma'am? Pardon, ma'am, is that clear?
From my review of related literature, yeah, some university, yeah, they have their own code of ethics. Yeah, it's good, but you have to see if you make an ethics, it should be accepted by the society around that plane. Yeah, it's like Unsrat, we can make the university ethics where mostly students, yeah, but it's difficult because in kedokteran they have their own ethics. Probably for university it should be more general, ya. Kalau untuk universitas itu harus lebih umum. Dan karena kedokteran they have their own code of ethics. But university can have a more general code of ethics, yeah, especially for digital world. In my library research, ya, masih kurang orang menulis tentang code of ethics, ya. Saya sudah hampir 1 bulan ini saya search book, saya tanya teman-teman, ada yang dosen yang memang super jago, dia bilang, wow, it's something new for me, ya. Jadi kalau ada kelas untuk Yani dengan dekan, ask student to do ethics, ya, how to, karena itu salah satu fak yang bisa student kira-kira berpikir, ya, kira-kira ethics code, ethics apa yang perlu, you have to create it, ya, Anda harus create bersama what is accepted, jadi created kan mana yang baik, mana yang salah, what is right, what's wrong, what is justice, what is injustice. Itu harus disetujui oleh the small community around you, ya. Jadi ada untuk universitas, saya kira tiap universitas juga harus membuat code of ethics. Mungkin boleh tanya apakah Unsrat ada code of ethics, ya. Pasti ada, saya kira. Saya belum search sampai itu, tapi pasti ada, ya. You can impose the code of ethics which is accepted, ya. Jadi ethics itu harus disetujui bersama, ya. Then you try to apply it. So the more people know, the better, ya. Tentu melihat dengan budaya kita, jadi mesti kawinkan dengan budaya, ya, belief, then our. Jadi ethics itu beda dengan budaya, ya. Kalau budaya itu lebih umum, kalau ethics itu lebih khusus. Oke, ada lagi?
Thank you for the answer, ma'am. And for Aldo Fernando, if that's clear, if not, you can ask a follow-up question if you'd like, and directly or in the chat box. For now, we will move on to another question in the chat box from Jacqueline Lumpungan. So, hello, Ma'am Pakasi. My name is Jacqueline Lumpungan. My question towards this material is, how do the 3 guidelines of ethics all intersect in a way that allows for the prevention of each problem that arises within their respective field? Thank you. Is that clear, ma'am?
Again, can you say it again? I have problem with
Alright.
my heart.
All right, so the question is, how do the 3 guidelines of ethics all intersect in a way that allows for the prevention of each problem that arises within their respective fields?
Okay, so Jacqueline, yeah, so how the 3 guidelines, what do we mean by 3 guidelines? Coba 3 guidelines is, I have to find it out. 3 guidelines. So do you mean digital knowledge, digital skill, and digital ethics? Is it you mean, yeah? Yes? Oh, guideline. Okay, individual level, or social group level, or public level? Jacqueline?
Yes, ma'am, that's the second one is what I mean. The individual level and public level.
Sorry? The guidelines, that's individual level, social group, and public level. Okay,
Yes.
so you mean how do you sorry. 3 ethics all intersect in a way that allow the prevention of each problem arise within their field. Yeah. So I think this guideline is more general. Yeah, it's not specific. Yeah, it is general. It's happened to mostly either the university, either in a group. Yeah, so if we understand the 3 guidelines, yeah, it will help you to be a more ethical student. Yeah, so as individual, yeah, when you post something, you have to know there is when it is personal, yeah, it is not to be published to the public, yeah. If you have something personal, keep it, or you can, if you want to it, speak loud, speak direct to the person, but don't impose to the public, yeah. In social group, so in social group that you have to be in social group when you have information you want to uh, publish, yeah, you have to think critically, yeah. Is it information true, ya? Atau Anda cuma dengar dari sini, then you got it from false information, and then you feel it is false. You don't know whether it's false, and then you spread it. You as a student, yeah, you have to be critical thinking. You have to think critically. When you write it down, write something, ya. Kalau Anda menulis harus berdasarkan fakta, ya. If it is fact. Jadi kalau Anda cuma bilang dia cantik, ya, it's just opinion. Cantik itu dari mana, ya? Manado is beautiful. Apanya yang maksud? You should give a fact, ya. Give the fact, then what do you mean by beautiful? You should support with fact, yeah. So that you have to write it critically and think it critical before you impose it into public, yeah. In the in the social group, and also it is said that personal information should be with freedom of choice, ya. Jadi Anda punya kebebasan mau kasih ini personal, it's your choice if you want to spread or not. But you are subject to ethics if you are student, ya. Orang melihat Anda itu, apalagi Anda sebagai student, mungkin Anda pulang di gunung, orang melihat ini kata dia, you are seperti you are standing in the stage, everybody see that you are educated. Orang gunung masih pakai falsafah lama, ya. If you are university, apalagi bukan murid lah, ya, bukan cuma student. Anda sudah student di atas student, apalagi Anda sudah selesai, they think that you know everything, ya. So then that's why if you are educated not only mind, but you can apply it morally, then people will see you as a good educator, yeah. And then as a public, yeah, if you have conflict information, ya, saya katakan lagi, ya, if you have conflict information, konflik yang Anda merasa you are not very sure, ya, you are not very sure, but you have to expose it, but you have to give reason, your critical reason, support with fact, ya. Beda dengan Anda menulis Anda, tetapi kalau Anda menulis untuk publik, you should be clearly know who will read your critical, ya. Siapa yang akan membaca, dan siapa yang pasti Anda akan tahu mereka akan bagaimana mereka akan jawab untuk itu, ya. I think that's all I can say. Ini ada lagi.
Thank you, ma'am, for answering my question.
All right, so that's the third questions of the day. If there are any other participants who would like to ask any questions, you can do so by raising your hand and unmute yourself, or you can type it in the chat box and I would read it for you again in both English or in Indonesian. It's all right.
Mungkin saya ada tugas untuk mahasiswa ya, sebelum ada yang mau bertanya, Yani, kira-kira ya karena ini pengajaran etik itu baru kali ini ya, baru semester ini. Menurut pengalaman Anda, tadi ada sebagian besar yang saya katakan etik individual, ada etik sosial dan publik ya. Kira-kira menurut pengalaman Anda, kira-kira etik apa yang Anda alami selama di universitas that need to be exposed ya, to be discussed together ya, that you think it might be help for other student ya. Yang mungkin kalau saya katakan dulu, kalau zaman dulu di fakultas itu antara murid ya, kami guru bukan bilang gila hormat ya. Dulu saya ingat ada orang tanya Pak Rektor, Pak, Opa, di mana tuh fakultas sastra? Padahal itu rektor ya, mereka tidak mengenal ya. Nah, begitulah, mungkin di fakultas lebih begitu. Di fakultas itu mereka cuma respect untuk guru yang mengajar. Guru yang tidak mengajar itu diacuin ya. Kenapa saya ngomong? Karena in my time ya, teachers itu are very respected ya. Kalau ini memang saya masih ingat waktu di Kanada ada presentasi, tapi saya itu tahun 80 berapa ya? 98 saya ambil MA di Kanada. Ini presentasi, sementara presentasi ini dosen criticize dengan ini student, dia balas, nggak terangkan itu kita udah belajar begini. So it's very rude ya. Saya melihat itu sangat tidak etik. Baik guru dan baik murid ya. Memang guru itu terkenal killer ya, tapi dalam etika kalau sementara presentasi itu jangan langsung menegur itu salah ya, jangan itu membuat orang hilang konsentrasi. It's not a good ethic ya. Sementara itu kau bilang no not like this ya, itu hilang konsentrasi. Mahasiswa lagi emosi dia langsung balas. Ya, itu terjadi. That's not a good ethics ya, for me, baik student and murid. Tetapi mungkin di dalam dunia di Kanada itu acceptable ya, acceptable. Tapi di sini tidak bisa karena kita punya budaya yang berbeda. Kita menghormati yang senior. Ini ingat ya, paternalisme. Orang menghormati yang senior ya. Saya ingat waktu kecil kalau ada tamu, anak-anak tidak boleh dengar apa tuh orang tua ada bilang ya, anak-anak harus diam. Tapi sekarang nyanda, anak-anak lihat dulu, anak-anak sudah lebih kritikal ya. Nah, mungkin ada hal-hal yang tidak etis yang Anda dapatkan yang bisa untuk ya, for next time we will formulate the code of ethics, especially for Unsrat, ya, particular for sastra, we can make it, ya. So everybody knows which is good, which is not good. Oke, saya ingat ada satu ya, yang mungkin pengalaman ya. Waktu ada kursus di Bali, sebelum di Kanada ada kursus bahasa Inggris. Terus dosen, ya kita selalu berpikir kalau jadi guru itu pasti orang yang pintar ya, apalagi orang bule. Ya, kalau apalagi mereka kalau sudah mengajar kita anggap itu orang bule pintar sekali. Ya, dia cuma pengalaman dari mana, yang penting dia sudah bisa berbahasa Inggris. Ya, dia mengajar ini dosen-dosen ini dia. Kong dia bilang begini, dia introduce, my name is David, ya, I'm from Canada, and I am divorced. Dia bilang begitu. Nah, apa ini mahasiswa yang dari bukan jurusan bahasa Inggris, dia langsung bilang begini, I'm sorry to hear that. Ya, ini lagi practice English. Wow, saking ini dua budaya yang berbeda. Satu yang dari Indonesia Timur, satu bule dari Kanada. Apa dia bule bilang? Dia pakai ke meja, dia bilang, it's none of your business. Dia marah. I'm happy. Oh, enggak, dia bilang begini, I'm happy to be divorced. Ya, jadi kadang-kadang kita harus pelajari itu budaya orang Barat bagaimana di kelas itu. We have to know first. Jadi kalau Anda mau mengajar di suatu tempat harus mengetahui budayanya, apanya, supaya Anda bisa diterima. Apa yang the do's and the don't, apa yang ada etik, mana yang tidak etis. Ya, ada lagi satu pengalaman waktu saya jadi ketua UPT Unsrat. Kita ambil orang Barat ini, panggil untuk ngajar ya, untuk mengajar bahasa Inggris. Dorong punya konsep bahwa Manado itu remote area, ya, jauh dari Jakarta. Tentu orang-orang Manado itu uneducated, ya. Dia kasih ini seorang guru bahasa Inggris yang dia tinggal di Bali lama. Dia dari Australia. Dia tinggal di Bali lama. Waktu dibuka itu untuk mengajar, dia terima, no? Jadi dia datang di Unsrat. Dia mengajar untuk dosen-dosen Unsrat, ya. Waktu dia mengajar, karena dia tinggi, meja di sana di kelas itu pendek, dia angkat dari kaki di meja pendek, mengajar. Memang kita lihat dia tidak ada latar belakang pendidikan, dia cuma native speaker. Dia angkat dari kaki, dia taruh di meja mengajar. Ini dosen-dosen. Lagi kita dengar kayak apa suruh ribut, kita dengar kayak apa suruh kita pe ruangan belakang. Tuh satu orang dosen yang dari peternakan pasang meja, kalau dia mau make cuki baik, bukan anak petampa di sini. Dia marah karena sangat tidak etis, ya. Dia mengajar pada dosen, dia angkat di kaki, dia taruh di, wah itu kalau di Cik Yani tahu, mungkin kalau di Australia itu orang mengajar begitu, ya, suka-suka karena mungkin dari dunia mereka itu tidak etis, tapi di tempat kita itu sangat-sangat tidak hormat. Dan itu dosen itu bikin lagi waktu Prof. Manopo itu waktu dekan datang masuk di kantor dia termasuk academic advisor. NJP datang dia taruh di kaki di meja. Kong apa Prof. Manopo bilang, so cukup Belanda ada jajah 300 tahun. Kong Anda mau jajah di anak kaki, seturung anak kaki, tapi dia bilang bahasa Inggris. Oke, so oleh sebab itu seorang Anda ya, kalau Anda seorang pendidik, Anda seorang education ya, the best way if you want to be accepted, you need to learn the ethics. Etik itu spesial, Anda harus tahu budaya. Sebelum Anda masuk pada satu tempat, you have to learn the culture ya, karena budaya itu menentukan. Waktu saya pertama kali pergi di Vladivostok, Rusia, saya lebih dulu belajar kira-kira apa yang the do's and the don't. Apa ternyata kalau di Rusia, lu masuk rumah mesti buka selop, mesti buka sepatu, karena rumah itu dianggap bersih. Sama di Jawa, di Manado enggak perlu, ya. So it's also related with ethics, ya. Karena etik bicara tentang yang baik dan yang buruk. Oke. Jadi tugas mungkin Yani akan lebih formulate kira-kira hal-hal apa yang etis atau yang tidak etis bagi student and faculty yang menurut mereka, baik di dalam kelas, baik di dalam menyurat, di dalam apa saja yang Anda temukan yang perlu diketahui bersama, yang Anda sebagai mahasiswa Anda rasakan bahwa mungkin guru tidak etis, guru jam minta doi, guru suruh beli makanan, ya, guru suruh ini, itu juga sangat tidak etis, ya. Jadi seorang guru yang sudah dapat gaji banyak, masih suruh mahasiswa, suruh ini, suruh itu, ya, menggunakan power, ya, power untuk mahasiswa, karena mahasiswa itu dianggap apa yang guru buat itu so paling bagus, ya. So you can also suggest some ethics that everybody need to know. Okay. Ada?
Thank you for all the insights, Ma'am Jenny. I believe we already out of time now, and unless there's other participant who still wants to have any question. Well, then if not, that concludes our discussion session for today's lecture. We would like to express our thanks and utmost gratitude to Dr. Yeni Pakasi. And we thank our speaker and would hope that for all the participants, the material give us all new insights that'll be useful for us in the future. So thank you all also for all of the participants for your attention and who are actively participating and asking questions and contributing to the webinar in today's for today's. Now we're going to proceed to the next session, and I will hand it back over to the MC, Jack.
Okay, thank you, Devina, and thank you to our speaker for this afternoon, Mem Pakasi, on that informative lecture on enhancing educational ethics for teachers and students in post-digital society. Now, I would like to invite Widesatu, our Vice Dean of Academic Affairs, Dr. Yulta Anakaratu, SSMM KTG, for the certificate presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Committee, is the certificate available now?
It is available with
Yeah.
Jackie.
Yeah, I will hand over the certificate to the speaker. And I'm sure that we have, all of us have already got the most knowledge about ethics. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, here it is. Okay. Yeah, I usually call Ma'am Jenny. Ma'am Jenny, this is the certificate for you, the keynote speaker certificate. Ma'am Jenny, are you there?
Thank you. Thank you
Hello.
very much.
How are you, Ma'am Jenny?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm still alive.
Great. Yeah. Yeah, miss you in
Thank you. Yeah.
teaching with us in
Thank
faculty.
you, Auntie,
Yeah,
for
thank you very
giving
much.
me this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you very much for the lecture, the most interesting lecture about ethics. Yeah. Okay, and please, this is our certificate for the keynote speaker, Dr. Jenny Pakasi, Diploma TESOL Master of Arts. And Jenny,
So thank you. Yeah.
hopefully,
Even I'm not using for LKD, but this
That's
will be for my
Yeah.
collection
yeah.
in my old life.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, for the committee, don't forget to take picture, yeah?
Yeah.
All together.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you very much. And I give back to the MC.
Okay, thank you very much to our Sato for presenting the certificate to our speaker this afternoon. Now we move on to the next segment, which is where we will have thank you remarks by the Secretary of Committee, Sir Donald Lotumon.
All right. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, salam sejahtera bagi kita sekalian. Om Santi Santi Om, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of this public lecture, and we are the committee would like to thanks to the Almighty God because of His love and her care, so we can run this public lecture well. And I would like to convey my deep gratitude to the speaker of the public lecture, on behalf of the committee, Dr. Jenny Pakasi, MA, for taking time to be the speaker in this public lecture and giving or delivering the good lecture for us about modern educational ethics in language teaching. And I do believe from the materials that have been explained in this public lecture, the participants can get or have the useful knowledge and widen our insight regarding to the educational ethic, in particular, enhancing educational ethic for teachers and students in post-digital society. And I hope what we get from this public lecture, we can implement in our activities, in teaching and learning activities. Once again, to Mrs. Jenny Kasi as speaker of this public lecture. Thank you very much. God bless you in your activities, wherever you are. And I would like to express my thanks as well to the Dean of the Faculty of Humanities, Maya Waro, PhD, who is represented by the Vice Dean 1, Dr. Yucha Ratu, to take time to open this public lecture. God bless you in your duty, for our beloved faculty. And to all the participants, the lecturers, the students, I want to express my thanks as well. Thank you for being here, following this public lecture from the beginning until the end. Thank you. Finally, I would like to thanks to the committee of this public lecture for the solid and good cooperations since the preparing till the running of this public lecture. So this public lecture can be running well. And may this mutual assistance can be kept and implemented in the upcoming public lecture. And thank you as well to Jacqueline Luntungan and Devina Rantung for being the MC and moderator in this public lecture and helping us, the committee. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, on behalf of the committee, I would like to thanks for your participating in this public lecture this afternoon. See you again in the coming public lecture. Have a great day. God bless us. Pakatuan wa pakalawiran. See ya.
Thank you.
Back to the MC.
Okay, thank you very much for the thanking remarks, Sir Donald. Now we will be taking a documentation atau foto bersama. I would encourage everyone to please turn on your camera. I will be taking a photo of all of the slides of the participants who are in this meeting. Okay, we will begin from the first slide. So 1, 2, 3. We're moving to the second slide. 1, 2, 3. The third slide. 1, 2, 3. The fourth slide. 1, 2, 3. The fifth slide. 1, 2, 3. Then the sixth slide. 1, 2, 3. Seventh slide. 1, 2, 3. Eighth slide. 1, 2, 3. And the very last slide, slide 9. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that concludes our documentation. And lastly, I would also like to give my farewell thanks to not only all the committee, but everyone who has attended this lecture, the participants, be it lecturers or students. I'd also love to thank Ma'am Yulcha, who is representing Ma'am Maya on her behalf, our speaker, Ma'am Bakasi, our chief of committee, Ma'am Andriana Marentek, and our secretary of chief committee, Sir Donald Buntulang. And once again, I would love to thank all the participants for listening to our speaker today on such an informative topic, which is very, very important to remember. And I hope everyone will enjoy the rest of their day. Thank you.
By the way, Jacqueline, can I have a picture of me while I'm talking? So I put it together with you while I'm talking, yeah? Just
Ma'am Jenny, maybe you need to make sure that your video is on.
yeah.
The video is not on at the moment. So
Yeah. So Yani, I'll take picture for you? Yeah.
okay, but your camera is off,
Yeah.
Ma'am Jenny. But anyway, I'm sure at the beginning of the event, hopefully Jacqueline or Devina has already taken the pictures of Ma'am Jenny, yeah? Or if not, then you can just
Can I?
rewatch it on YouTube actually, because it's already on YouTube. There we go. Okay, Jacqueline, can you retake Ma'am Jenny's photo together with you and all of us here?
Of course, of course.
So I'm
Yani, can I take picture while talking like you?
okay.
So, can I have in the screen?
Sure.
How? I don't know how to do that.
Jacqueline will do it for us.
Jacqueline?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Jacqueline?
Maybe, yeah, your face is not that clear, so probably just remove the virtual background probably, Ma'am Jenny. You don't have to use the virtual background because your picture is funny. It looks funny. Yeah, you don't have to use the virtual background.
I think like Yani is while you are talking, I can see a picture the whole. So probably
Okay.
I want to take picture while I am in the picture like you are now. How do I do that?
You need to make sure that your video is on.
Oh, okay.
And since you are using probably a handphone, a mobile phone, Jenny, you don't have. It's okay now. See? Yeah. Okay, so maybe you can we can just take a picture with you now. Yeah, Jacqueline, can you help out?
Okay.
Can you help out? Yeah, yeah, on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, and 3. Jenny. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Would you like to have it by yourself?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Then I can just share it with you. Okay. And thank you very much again, Jenny Pakasi, for all the insights and a very fresh, informative about educational ethics. I'm sure that our students gain some beneficial knowledge from you in this case. Banyak belajar dari Cik Jenny Pakasi dalam hal ini. Makasih banyak Cik Jenny.
Yeah. Terima kasih Cik Yani. Yeah, you've been working very hard, very committed.
Iya, biasa itu. Terima kasih juga untuk pimpinan COD 1 yang sudah berkenan untuk hadir mewakili dekan Cik Yulce. Ya, terima kasih juga untuk Mr. Donald. So we are actually at the end of our occasion ya. Terima kasih para mahasiswa yang masih ada di sini ya. Ingat untuk membuat summary dan membuat home assignment yang diminta oleh Ibu Jenny Pakasi tadi ya. Ya, paling masing-masing punya dari apa dosennya pasti ada tugasnya masing-masing ya, tapi ada juga tugas dari Mem Jenny tadi ya untuk mencari unethical behavior within the classroom ya, Cik Jenny kalau nggak salah tadi yang dimintakan itu ya, dan kemudian mencoba untuk mencarikan solusi ya, Cik Jenny ya. Iya, oke. Ya, kita ketemu lagi di kuliah umum yang berikutnya ya. Mungkin kalau tidak salah minggu depan ya akan ada kuliah umum tanggal 27 ya dengan topik yang berbeda. Tapi dengan mata kuliah yang kalian sementara ambil sekarang ini. Ya.
Can I give some remarks?
Oke,
The Dean, Dr. Maya Waro, one whole opportunity to share the knowledge, and to head of the committee, Dr. Yani Marentek, yeah, you are very committed, yeah, you want to do everything running well, yeah.
thank
And
you.
it's really well prepared, yeah. And thank you for Anaka Ratu, Dr. Naratu, the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, and the head of English department, who Dr. Rina Pomanto, yeah. And thank you, student. I hope what I share, we can learn, and not only learn, until you apply, then it's really matters, yeah. Not just knowing, yeah, but applying is the best, yeah. Thank you very much for the committees and all who work hard, to secretaries, ya, Donald dengan Bapak siapa yang dari ujung pandang yang sudah membantu juga saya di
Hasan
ya.
namanya. Bisa
Thank you
dipanggil
ya
Ken.
for all of you, the student, the Jacqueline Luntungan, that's my favorite student, who always help me when I'm teaching, yeah. Then for Devina Rantung, yeah, they also play a role when I'm teaching. Good for you. I hope you become a teacher, English teacher, yeah, as a faculty. Okay, or not now, but keep studying, yeah. Jacqueline and Devina, so many university will accept you for scholarship. I'm sure you can get it, yeah. Okay, thank you for the student. I saw there 200 something students.
Yeah, almost
attend.
300 students, Mem Jenny.
Okay.
So many of them are interested in your topic today, and thank you very much for that, Mem Jenny. Okay, so I think we have to end our meeting today. Again, thank you very much to you, Mem Jenny, and then to all the participants, yeah. And we'll see you again later, probably next week, with a different public lecture. So goodbye for now, and have a great day, everyone. Thank you.